Michigan Wolverines. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Maryland's offense will get the first crack at it here. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. That swagger sets the tone for this offense, and Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deeper, else this guy's going to take it to the house.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires to the big fella. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the 1st 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will take the field for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the start point.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Defense will always try to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Shakes off the tackler. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. The Wolverines are flying down the field. The run to the right. Thrust that arm out. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. Still running at the 40. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
The give to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Wolverines! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Might as well stick with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, and it can take some big shots and man coverage down the field.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. He'll do it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Presley. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Looking to the big tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
A nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The back goes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Terrapins are on the move. Now they'll try the right side. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Lining up to add another. Right down the middle. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come out.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He makes the catch along the sidelines, but the official signaling that he's out of bounds. 3rd down coming up. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Dropping back, it's Wade. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete to the left. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 72 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's small. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this 2nd half without someone attached to his hip.
The Terrapins will kick it away to start the 2nd half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Wade. Finds his tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. After that last completion, it's second down. Looking for a gap. It's Presley. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Line getting set on second down. The give to the tailback. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 15, here comes a return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away...
And the defense gets to the quarterback. And the Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Quick completion to the right. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. Touchdown, Maryland! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly putting the Buckeye leaves on those helmets just yet. This is a tight one in Columbus. They're up by 10 over Kentucky. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass and make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get the first through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on the critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? A strike downfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Wolverines are in the red zone. Running the red zone, it's Saunders. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got it. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Fires to the end zone, and he'll sail it way too far for everybody. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights. Good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost you.
And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene.